Hello, folks. This has gone Spy. The Spy will come to you live for Star Wars Knights of the Republic, the Sith Lords. And now, from the last episode, we managed to rendezvous with T3 and 4 and the Field Depot, and he was dumped here by the new Peragus HK-50 that we encountered a little earlier ago, but was cut off from Korea before we got to before we got here. So hopefully when we get to the Ebon Hog, she'll be waiting for us, and hopefully she's alive. So right now, let's move onward. We'll say the choice before we reinforce the positions that T3 walk past through.
Just say the word.
As a life field to be burned to crypts on your own hands. Alright. Let's move on. A joy processor shield. And another one to boot. Now T3 will have something to defend himself with. Alrighty. Oh man, the door?
This door's magnetically sealed. I can't believe this. The ship's right out there, and we can't get to it.
What? What council? What console? What do you mean, T3?
Huh? What is that piece of junk saying?
Well, he said that he can be able to open that door that leads to the hangar. He just needs to access the hangar terminal up in that platform.
How can you even understand that place?
That's a long story. Short version is that I served with a lot of utility droids and, well, many years ago. It's a long story, but I'll explain when we're not being chased down by hundreds of battle droids or more stealthy Sith killers.
Alright, well, if he can slice the door open from the terminal above, don't let me stop him.
Alright. T3, do your thing. The last time that T3 got here, it's when he couldn't be able to access the hangar bay layout before, but now he can. So now all exits and rooms and important areas will have their own ID signatures labeled on the map. Now, looks like the hangar power conduit that we found earlier came in handy. Now, let's see what we can do with that. Alright, looks like it's worked. Now, let's go. Alright, let's make a run forward to the hangar. Don't let anything stop us. Now, let's go. Oh boy.
Say the word.
His flamethrower is stronger than yours.
Say the word.
Scrap pile. Hold on, T3.
I hear you.
Mines. Let's see if I can be able to do this. Alright, looks like my demolition skills is still good. I should have known. Even these droids can be able to use repair kits too. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what I can do from here. Go through repairs. Accessing controls. Decommission chamber. Alright. We need 6 spikes to be able to do that stuff. Alright. Opening the decommission chamber. Alright. Let's head to the hangar and get the hell out of this godforsaken asteroid. Good thing I still have this plasma torch. Alright. The Ebon Hawk? It used to... the miners weren't entirely wrong about it. It used to be a smuggler's vessel. But it was in Davros Kane's hands and traded hands with many other smuggling crime lords before. But since Terrace, it's been a Jedi vessel, as everyone notices by its reputation. Well, half of the people in the galaxy, its reputation. If the miners only knew that this vessel is more than just a smuggling vessel, I think we should be just glad that it's just that. Mm-hmm. Alright. Now, let's get inside the Ebon Hawk and get out of here. Yep. Alright, let's head inside. I hope you're a good pilot, or a pilot that knows how to drive a spaceship. And
We're gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's get the laser turret to work out.
ooh. Alright. I love this. Like shooting fish in the barrel. Like shooting fish in the barrel. And time now, and
All right, let's get out of here.
Kreia, you're back. You're alive. But your hand, what happened to it? Oh, great. A Republic ship firing at us? Can this get any worse? Oh, man.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. Let's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up.
Look, Anne, can you be able to fly this thing or not?
I'm doing all I can, and that's not enough. What'd you do to make these guys so mad? Either they hit us and destroy us, or they hit an asteroid and make the whole field go nova.
What? But can we be able to jump into hyperspace?
Not with all these asteroids around us. We'd enter hyperspace in pieces. We have to clear that field first. Thing is, we clear the field and they're gonna have a clear shot at us.
Okay, then you just do your best to be able to keep your distance. We'll get out of this yet. In the meantime, we need to think about how we're going to get the hell out of this situation that we just got ourselves into.
What are the asteroids? They can be destroyed by us as well as them, can they not?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Okay. The facility's already... The miners have been killed by the HK-50 and the mining droids anyway. There's no miners left alive in the facility anyway. Fuck it. Do it!
Hold on. This is gonna get a little rocky.
This is going to make some fireworks. Okay, now for answers.
Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi.
So the Harbinger really was on his way to Telos?
Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Peragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Peragus.
Alright, time for some answers. How did you know I was on board of the Harbinger in the first place?
You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk.
How come I don't remember any of this? I'm open to feedback here.
Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds.
The sedatives on in the medical lab on the Harbinger. It must have rendered me unconscious, and that must have been the case. But it's just an unusual set of coincidence that the Sith just happened to find me and you just happen to know where I am.
True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare.
Just one thing that I need to get this out of my head. How did we end up getting to Peragus in the first place?
I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to them. Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
T3 says that he was able to repair the ship and was able to get us into Peragus in the first place.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get.
So why are the Sith even looking for me anyway?
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won.
Two things you have miscalculated. One is that I can't possibly be the last of the Jedi. And two Ever since the end of the Mandalorian Wars, I have returned to the Jedi Order and was exiled, stripping of my title, and I didn't even have the Force at the time, and along with my lightsaber.
Whatever lies you tell yourself are of no consequence. The Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters.
But the last of the Jedi? That cannot be true. I mean, I know that the Jedi Civil War was a big deal, but what exactly has caused the Jedi Order to be gone?
The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings.
But what about the Jedi Academy on Tatooine and the Jedi Temple in Coruscant? Surely there must be some Jedi left.
The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of a Thousand Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi, and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed.
But if there are any survivors of Jedis that still remains after the Civil War, then we need to at least warn them that the Sith has returned.
Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them.
Then, how can we be able to stop the Sith?
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look, if we do not try to at least stop them, they're going to just keep coming. And eventually the Republic will be destroyed in an instant if we don't do something.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough.
Another cryptic line. Just what exactly do you mean, Kreia?
You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
The Mandalorian Wars was a choice that I had to make. It was my choice, and this was self-defense at the time, not war.
You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price. And in the end, you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
If I do not at least try, then we would have lost anyway.
Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Oh,
Also
shut
in
up.
private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
She seemed well enough for someone who just lost a hand. Well, you may be right. She may need help. Can you be able to handle things up here?
We're on autopilot until we hit Telos. Until then, a droid could fly this thing. Besides, I think our passenger could use your help.
What makes you say that? I mean, it's just her hand that she has to deal with, right?
I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
You may be right, but still, what exactly are you getting at? What do you mean?
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc.
I'm
She's
sure.
just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
That's odd.
In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, We haven't got much else to do until Telos.
Says, when the hell did you get sensitive all of a sudden?
Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime.
I'll go see her then. It may be a good time for me to take a break on this one. So, when this has gone Spy, the Spy, sign off for now. We'll be right back after these messages.